Hi everybody, Mr. Polley here. This week we're going to look at another non-fiction book. So let's go over to it, shall we? This is called Looking in Mirrors. It's written by Rod Rees, so that's the author. Now we don't need an illustrator to draw and colour it because it is made of photos rather than drawings. Okay, there is no blurb on the back, so I guess we just need to figure out what it's from just by looking at the cover. Inside we have a contents page which shows us the topics inside the book, and on page 20 we have the index which shows us where we can find specific words in the book. So if we want to find something about the word cars, we can go to page 8, or if we want to learn about periscopes, we can go to page 17. Now this is arranged alphabetically, which means it goes down in an ABC order. So that means that D will be after C, P will be before S, etc. So if you know your ABC, which I hope you do by now, then you should know where to find these things. So let's go back to the contents page. Okay, so we need to start with the introduction on page 5. So let's go to that. Here we are, introduction. Most mirrors are made of glass. The back of the glass is covered with something that is shiny and reflects light. Mirrors are used for many different things. Mirrors in the home. Mirrors can be found all around the house. The mirrors that people use most are in bathrooms and bedrooms. People use mirrors in their homes to see themselves. So when do we need to see ourselves? When we're brushing our teeth, or shaving, or just checking to make sure we look pretty enough to go outside. Mirrors for safety. Mirrors can also help keep people safe. There are mirrors in cars and other vehicles. These mirrors help drivers to see what is behind them. Drivers can move these mirrors so they can see better. So this one is called a wing mirror. It's on the outside the door of the car, and you can use it to see the vehicles behind you. This one here, look, we can use to see the cars directly behind you, and we can see that even motorbikes have them. Some mirrors are made from metal. They are mostly found outside in streets and car parks. They are very strong and can last for a long time. These mirrors help people to see what is coming around sharp corners. So yeah, when something is just around a corner, it's very hard to see what is around that corner. So you might drive your car out and then get immediately hit by another car. So putting a mirror on that corner helps the driver to see what's around the corner. Or if you're going somewhere where there's not many people around, putting a mirror on the corner makes it so that there's no thieves that could hide around the corner and steal your stuff. It helps keep people safe. Mirrors at work. Some places are hard to see. Dentists need to see all parts of your mouth. They use a small mirror to see your teeth and gums. People who fix cars use mirrors to check places underneath the car. Plumbers also use mirrors. They need to check pipes for leaks in places that are hard to see. Now, plumbers, those are people that will help you to fix your toilet or your sink if they get stuck or broken. Okay? So here, look, we can see a dentist, and he's using a mirror to check the back of this person's teeth. Because he can't put his head inside the person's mouth, right? So he needs to use a mirror. There are mirrors in telescopes. Scientists use big telescopes to see things that are far away. They look at planets and stars. So this is a big famous telescope called the Hubble Space Telescope, and this is up in space, and we use this to take photos of other galaxies and stars that are very far away from Earth. Microscopes. There are mirrors in microscopes. Scientists use microscopes to see things that are very small. They look at tiny germs and insects. So here we can see a scientist, and she is using a microscope to see something very small. So these microscopes can make things look much, much bigger than they actually are. Because of course we can't see germs with our eyes. So we use a microscope so that we're able to see them. Lighthouses. A lighthouse has a light and mirrors. The mirrors reflect the light and make it brighter. This helps people in ships to see the light from far away. Now, when it's a foggy day like here, what these mirrors and lighthouses help people to do is see them from a long way away. Periscopes. Submarines travel underwater. They have periscopes. The mirrors in periscopes help people to see above the water. So look, this is a periscope here. So this person looks in it, the light bounces off, the mirror bounces off, and then you can see from the outside. So it comes in that way, and then you can see the ship. So look, we've got the tube, light, mirror, water line. So here's a ship. Light hits the first mirror and is reflected down the tube to the second mirror. The light is reflected off the second mirror so you can see the ship. So this is what submarines use to see things above them. Mirrors for fun. Some mirrors are just for fun. Fun parks have mirrors of different shapes. This makes some parts of you look very big and the other parts look very small. So you see this mirror is a little bit curved, and it's making this girl's head look really big and her body small. And then the opposite here, this boy looks kind of chunky. Mirrors in this kaleidoscope make all sorts of colours and shapes. Now you may have seen one of these before. You put it on your eye and you turn it, and the mirrors inside and the different colours make interesting patterns. That's called a kaleidoscope. Okay, so we're finished with the book. So that was quite interesting. I wonder if you learned anything new about mirrors that you didn't know before. Hope you enjoyed it. See you again soon.